Hello everyone. In last lecture we have seen that empirical formulas for discharge over rectangular weir and wedge, Bézin formula, Francis formula we have seen. Then in today's lecture we are going to discuss the discharge over a broad crested weir. How to calculate or which formula can be useful to calculate or for the determination of the discharge over a broad crested weir. So, a weir having a wide crest, is known as a broad crested weir. You can see in the figure, that is figure number 8.10. Okay. Let or consider h as the height of water above the crest and L is the length of crest. So, if 2 times of L is greater than h, then the weir is called as broad crested weir. If double value of length is more than the height of the water above the crest, then the weir is called as the broad crested weir. And if the double value of length is less than the height of water above the crest, then the weir is said to be a narrow crested weir. In figure, it shows the broad crested weir in which small h is the head of water at the middle of weir, which is constant, with the velocity of flow over the weir. Then applying Bernoulli's equation to the still water surface on the upstream side and running water at the end of the weir. So, 0 plus capital H is equal to 0 plus V square by twice G plus H is equal to V square by twice G is equal to capital H minus small h. So, V is equal to under root twice G into H minus H, height of water above the crest minus head of water at the middle of weir, which is a constant value. So, in this manner we get the value of V, that is the velocity. V is the velocity of flow over the weir, which is given as under root twice G into in bracket capital H minus small h bracket complete. So, the discharge over weir Q is equal to C D into area into velocity. Now, put the value of area and velocity in the given equation, we get C D into L into H, that is the area, then multiply to the velocity, which is given as under root twice G in bracket capital H minus small h. Simplify it, we get C D is equal to Q is equal to C D into L into under root twice G in bracket capital H into H square small h minus H cube bracket complete. So, the discharge will be maximum if height of water above the crest into head of water at the middle of the weir is constant. So, means square of this value minus cube of small h, which is given as head of water at the middle of weir. So, Q max will obtain by substituting this value of h in the equation. We get Q max is equal to CD into L into under root twice G capital H into H square minus H cube bracket complete. After simplification or simplification this equation we get the final equation, that is Q max is equal to 1.705 into CD into L into S to the power 3 by 2. This is the equation. By using we can calculate or determine the discharge over the broad crested weir. So, next discharge over the narrow crested weir. Narrow crested weir, if the double value of length is less than height of water above the crest, then it's said to be a narrow crested weir. So, it is similar to the rectangular weir or notch, hence Q is given by 2/3 of CD into L into under root twice G into S to the power 3 by 2. This is the equation by which we can calculate the discharge over a narrow crested weir. Then discharge over the auge weir. Auge weir. The discharge for an auge weir is same as the rectangular weir and it is given by Q is equal to 2/3 of CD into L into under root twice G into S to the power 3 by 2. Then discharge over submerged or drown weir. When the water level on the downstream side of the weir is above the crest of the weir, then the weir is said to be submerged or drown weir. The total discharge over a weir is obtained by dividing the weir into two parts. The portion between upstream and downstream water surface may be treated as a pre-weir and a portion between downstream water surface and crest of weir as a drown weir. So, consider capital H and small h are the height of the water on the upstream and downstream side of the weir. Then Q1 is equal to discharge over the upstream portion which is given by the equation 2/3 of CD1 into L into under root twice G in bracket H minus S to the power whole power 3 by 2. Then Q2, that is the discharge through drawn portion which is given by the equation Q2 is equal to CD2 into L into H into under root twice G in bracket capital H minus small h. Then addition of these two Q1 and Q2 we get the total discharge, that is the Q. So, Q is equal to Q1 plus Q2 is equal to addition of above both equation. So, by using the equation we can calculate the discharge over submerged or drown weir. So, in this lecture or video we have seen discharge over an auger wear, discharge over submerged or drawn wear, then discharge over narrow crested, broad crested, different derivations for triangular, rectangular, trapezoidal notches as well as wear. Different empirical formulas and classification of wear as well as notches, then definitions of or simple introduction about the wear and notch. And we will meet a next lecture or video with the topic of Bernoulli's theorem or discussion on the venturimeter. Here the notches and wear portions are completed. So thanks for watching. We'll meet in next video. Thank you.